Hey guys, happy Tuesday. I'm Dawn Robles. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator located in the Phoenix metro area. I finished up the Christmas series, or we finished up the Christmas series last week. I'm going to show you another quick project in case you have any last minute surprises. It's just a cute little handbag. It's actually just like a little tent fold. And it opens up and it'll hold your gift card here. You can put a greeting here if you want. Another greeting down there. I have the closure. I have the ribbon hidden behind another decorative panel. So we're going to go ahead and get started. And we're going to keep our fingers crossed that everything turns out right. I placed an order, but it hasn't come in yet, so I am out of so many Christmas colors. I don't have red, green, evening evergreen. I'm out of everything. So I'm using soft succulent and a bunch of just little pieces of DSP and gold foil that I had laying around. So the first thing you're going to need is you're going to need a piece of 5.5 by 11 inch cardstock. Again, mine is soft succulent, and the only thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to score it at 3.5, 4.5, 5.5, and 9. Now for the inside pocket, I have a piece that measures 3 1/4. Measures 3 1/4 by 8 3/4. On the 8 3/4 side, I'm just going to go ahead and score that at 3.5. Okay. Pretty simple. We'll go ahead and fold this. If you do have a corner rounder, if you have like the detailed trio punch that is now retired, or just a standard corner rounder, and you want to round the corners of your handbag, now's be the time to do it. So I did one with rounded corners and I did one with a straight corner, and I definitely like the rounded corner. I think it just kind of finishes it off a little bit more. So I'm going to go ahead and round my corners. Okay, and this is just going to go, yeah, so we're going to start here and we're going to fold valley. And then we're going to, the second score line, we're going to make that a mountain. So it's going to go up. Okay, and by doing that, we just went ahead and made another valley fold with the third score line. So, and then your top 2-inch piece you're going to fold over and burnish that as well. So when it's open, it's going to look like this, like your little V. Okay, very simple. And then we can start building our pieces. So I'm going to build my inside pocket first. Now to do that, I'm just simply going to fold over, burnish my score lines, and then I'm going to decorate it a little bit. I had put some snowflakes, and I'm just doing that in the same tone, Evening Evergreen. And I'm just going to put this here where this piece is exposed. You could layer a piece of DSP or whatever just to make it a little more decorative. But like I told you, I was trying to make it quick and simple today. Let's do one more right there. Okay. And then I'm just going to decorate that piece up. I'm going to bring in a piece of soft succulent that measures 3 by 3 1/4. And then I'm going to bring in a piece of the Lights, I think it's Lights Aglow, right? I've got it right here. Yeah, Lights Aglow Designer Series paper. And that is cut at 2 3/4 by 3. All I'm going to do is adhere those together. I hope my order hurries up and gets here because I am out of everything. I'm even out of glue. This is my last roll. I might have to run to Michael's and just pick some up to tie me over here. Anyway, again, I'm just building my layers up right here. Make sure I put that right. Okay, see, that's pretty already. Now I'm going to attach the sides, and I'm just going to run a bead of liquid glue down this side and this side here, keeping it close to the edge. And then I'm simply going to fold up. Give it a nice burnish. Okay, now I wanted that to look a little more decorative, so what I did on mine is I took some ribbon and I just tied that around there. So I'm going to use this Evening Evergreen open weave ribbon, and I'm just going to tie it towards the bottom. And you could put a sentiment here, whatever you'd like. So we're going to see if I can make this work. Let me fiddle around here. Make that tight. And if you want to hold that in place, you can always put a glue dot right underneath that. Let me move that back into camera. See if I can get through this today. Okay. I may have cut my ribbon just a little bit too small, but I think that looks pretty cute. And just fix my bow end here that I got all tangled. Okay, there we go. And then I'll just cut that excess off right there. And that's all the decoration I'm doing on mine. Like I said, you could throw a sentiment on there and it would look super cute. And then I'm just going to bring in my card base and I'm going to put it in this first panel right underneath the flap. So I'm just going to add a little Stampin' Seal. And if you want to hold that ribbon in place, you can run some Stampin' Seal over it. You can take a piece of Scotch tape and tape it. You can even add a glue dot if you want. And then I want my gift card going this way. I'm going to put that right there. I'm going to open this up so I can see. Trying to center it all the way around. Okay, so we got that part done. I don't think I have any gift cards laying around here, so I'll open this one. Take that in and slide that in. And then I'm just going to add a greeting down here, and I'll go ahead and stamp my greeting here. I am using Trees for Sale. Trees for Sale, and I'm just going to go ahead and use this So Very Merry greeting, and then I'm using the medium-sized trees, and I'm going to stamp a tree on the bottom portion of my paper, but I guess you really need the dimensions, don't you? So your first layer here is going to be 3 1/4 by 5 1/4, and then your white piece will be 3 by 5. Going to bring in my soft succulent and my Evening Evergreen. I'm going to layer the trees. These are 2-part stamps. So let me bring in a piece of scrap paper here. And then I'm going to take the solid image of the tree And I'm just going to put it right down here in the corner. And then I will go ahead and lay down the second part. There we go. Isn't that pretty? I just love that. And then I'm going to bring in some cherry cobbler to stamp my sentiment, just to add a little color, you know? And then we'll just do So Very Merry. Oh my goodness. That did not work out at all. See if I can line that up. Yeah, it kind of looks like, you know, it was meant to be, but let's flip that paper over and do that again. So before I stamp the sentiment, I'm going to bring in the tree. See? We will bring in the tree here. Yep, that's true. We all make good mistakes, so I'm glad there's two sides to every paper, right? Then I'm bringing my evening evergreen back. I got so excited I got a message. Stampin' Up! Must be listening, because I just got a message that my shipment just was shipping. Okay, so we got the tree stamped. It could be a little bit better, but we're going to go with it. Now we're going to bring back in our cherry cobbler and our stamp set. And now I smudge the paper. Holy moly. Oh well, I'm going with it. I'll sign my name over that or something. Ay, ay, ay. There we go. If you receive this in the mail from me and you have a smudge right there, oh well. So, all right, so I'm just going to layer my two papers together. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there. Okay. Oh. Yep, I'm just going to sign my name right over that little dot. Nobody will ever notice, except everyone watching. Okay, and then I'm just going to add that to the inside of the card. Yes, right orientation here. Leaving a nice border all the way around. And now we've just finished the inside of our card. How easy is that? Now we're just going to go ahead and go on to the outside of the card. It will fold up like this. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add a magnet. Now you can use Velcro. I'm just, you know, I always have a ton of magnets around and I just like that finished look for my project. So I'm going to take my glue dot and my magnet. Okay, and I want it about right. That's need to come over about right there, right in the center. And then I will just open this up and then it'll attach, and I'll add a glue dot. Maybe. We'll add a glue dot right here to the back of this magnet. And we'll fold our flap over. Give it a good press. Okay. And then we can add our layers. So what I did is I had some gold foil, and these are cut at 3 1/4 by 5 1/4. I had 2 of those pieces, and then I had another piece of foil that is cut at 1 3/4 by 5 1/4. Then I had some scraps of this Lights Aglow paper. So I used, it is 3 by 5 1/4, or yeah, 3 by right? 3 by 5 1/4, because I wanted it to go to the end of each one of those. So I will layer them up like so. And then I will bring my smaller piece, my 1 3/4 by 5 1/4, and I'm going to use the corner rounder on that as well. And round those corners up. And then I did a different piece of coordinating cardstock for that, for the top of the purse. And then again, I will layer those as well. Okay, so let's do that real quick. I am using liquid glue. For this portion. And if you're using a heavier paper like foil, I probably should have waited to put my magnet down, to be honest with you. In fact, I think I'm going to pull that up, stamp it right back there, and I'm going to layer this one first. Because the foil is a little bit heavier, and although those magnets are super powerful, you're going to be going through several layers of cardstock. So just so you get a better impression, go ahead and lay your foil down first, I think. Okay, and then we'll come back, we'll take this glue dot off. Oh, you've seen all kinds of mistakes in the works today. Okay, we'll put that there so we get the right side of the magnet. Now we'll search for glue dots. We'll add another glue dot. Add another glue dot to that magnet there. Okay. Fold that over and give a good press. All right, now we'll lay our designer series paper on top of that. Okay. And the reason I did use the liquid glue is in case I needed to move it a little bit, I could slide. And then right where that magnet is, I would recommend putting a little extra glue, and then you can just kind of press it back and forth. Okay, like so. Isn't that pretty? I love that paper. And then I can close my lid, and I will go ahead and layer my DSP to my foil, and then I'll lay it on top of the magnet. And then I think I'm just going to add a little more before I forget. Layer that. If you get any glue on there, if you don't have a rag, it sure works good. There's always a fix. Okay. We're just going to line that right up on the lid. Okay, and then I will open that up, and that way I can put even pressure on both sides so I can secure that magnet in place and make sure that my foil and my DSP adhere to the cardstock. Okay, almost done. Okay. Fold that back up. There you go. Now we're just going to add our ribbon to the back to make a handle, and I am going to use the Evening Evergreen again, and what I used was about 9 inches. You can make your handle smaller if you like. That just gave me a little bit of wiggle room. So I'm just going to take and I'm going to add a glue dot directly to my ribbon. And there's no exact science to this, guys. Look at it. What you want to make sure is that your panel will cover the glue dot. And then I just kind of hold it and I eyeball where I want my handle to start. And I just press it down to the back. Okay, let me make sure that the glue dot will be covered, and it will. Okay, so then I'm going to add another glue dot over here. And I'm going to go up a little bit here. Okay, and then just make sure your handle's in place the right way. And I want it over a little bit. So you want to kind of even on both sides. And then depending on how long you want your handle, I think that actually might be a little bit long. There we go. There's my handle. I'm just going to stick that ribbon down. So I didn't even need 9 inches. And then I'm just going to adhere my foil to the back. And then I will adhere my DSP. And this would be pretty too. It don't have to be matching on the front and the back. But I think I like this side better. Okay, I'm going to line that up, giving it a border on top and bottom again. Okay, that is pretty, right? So there's your handbag already made. Now I just want to add a little button or a little clutch to the front to make it pop up a little bit. So I used the double oval punch. I'm going to bring in a piece of evening evergreen, and I'm going to do a scallop punch. And then I'm going to take another piece of the designer series paper. Oh, I can cut that down a little bit. Okay, maybe this piece here, huh? Cut that down a little bit and slide it in and give myself an even oval. And adhere those two together. Guess I should have stamped on it first. And then you can either stamp a sentiment on it, or you can add some kind of embellishment. On this one I used the opal rounds. On this one I did use the jingle bells. I have stamped sentiments on them. So let me see what the jingle bell will look like here. Just kind of plain, if you ask me. I think we'll go ahead and stamp a sentiment, and I'm just going to use my season greetings from the Penguin Place. And I'm going to bring in my evening evergreen. That one is off-centered a little bit. Bring in that evening evergreen. See if we can make this one straight. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Then I'm going to adhere liquid glue just to the top portion of my oval. I don't want it on the bottom because it is going to overhang. So just like that. And I'm going to come right here and position it where I want it. Okay, that is cute, but I think I'm going to add a few embellishments. Should we put... Kind of looks cute there, doesn't it? I could kind of put a jingle bell that way. Or we can bring in these opal rounds. And maybe, let's try and add a couple of these here. Might make it pop up a little bit. Oh yeah, that's pretty. We'll do 1, 2, and 3. Oh, that looks cute. I like that. So that is today's project. Tell me, let me move all my junk out of the way here. Okay, tell me, which one do you like the most? We have Evening Evergreen, Soft Succulent, or the Cherry Cobbler. All right, guys, thanks for watching. If you need a catalog, please let me know. Hopefully mine will be coming in this next week and I can get those shipped out to you. Go out there, have a great week, and happy crafting, everyone. Bye-bye for now.